Sales up here, they spread themselves wide. Escott team are in there on the reds. Down the far side, we suggested they'd be in the mix. It could be Clinton Avery. There goes the sprint ace, but Avery's going to be too strong. Whitbits will get himself second across the line. Tom Scully was right up in the mix of PowerNet. Could well get himself third across the line. As we see the likes of Hayden Ralston and Heath Blackgrove to the rear of the group. But we suggested it that Clinton Avery could be the man that could be in the mix, and he certainly took it out. Samuel Whitmitz, Daniel Barry from Node 4 Subaru, Tom Scully just missing out in their top three with a fourth placing from Alex Ray and Peter Bulling, Rowan Van Uden. That's the way they went across the line. There he goes, folks. Jane Williamson going across the line, just obviously getting caught in that last few metres here on the WHK stage of the PowerNet Tour of Southlands.
So, been a good tour so far for the team, and you finally managed to get that stage victory.
Yeah, you know, Paddy's a tough competitor, and he's got the best of me twice. I'm not sure what happened to him in the last corner. I heard he had a bit of a mechanical, but you know, I'm happy to win the stage, and you know, I've been after second this morning and fourth the first day. You know, I could feel one coming. I just wasn't sure when.
You certainly got some great options in amongst the team. We were suggesting that you guys were the ones to keep an eye out as well as coming up to the home straight in the last few kilometres. The young man Pete Bulling in his first tour, and he's certainly going very well when it comes to these sprint kicks.
Yeah, you know, Peter's got some speed in the legs, and you know, we're using him to follow me around. Hopefully, stop people like Paddy getting on my wheel, and then if you know, if it gets unorganised before the finish and I have to go early, then maybe we've got a second option. But also young Sean Hambrook is now sitting fifth on GC, so you know, we're trying to look after him a little bit and keep him well positioned as well.
That's certainly a great all-round effort for the team. Folks, would you put your hands together? The winner of the WHK Stage 4 of the PowerNet Tour, Clinton Avery. Well, this is becoming quite familiar again, Joe. What are we going to talk about this time? Maybe for a few of the uninitiated out there, to chase a jersey likes of this, these classification jerseys, how do you sort of approach it? Is it something where you look at each stage and think, well, there is a few hills, I'm going to have to chase every one of those, or does it get a bit more strategic than that?
Yeah, it is like that. If you're chasing a jersey like the Sprint Ace or the KOM, you sort of have to give away your overall classification ambitions and pick out a few stages where you think you can pick up the points and sort of try and work within your strengths and make the most of it.
Now, of course, there was a decent old bump on the road here today on the way in, and of course tomorrow there's you've experienced that before out in front, and then there's quite a few bumps along the way, and one large one at the very end of the day. How do you think that's going to impact on the tour?
Oh, it's going to be interesting. It's the longest stage as well, so it's always a big stage, and GC boys like going hard for it, and especially finishing up the Crown Range. Hopefully I can sneak away and get into a good group and pick up some points on the road before the hill, and then once we get the Crown Range I can just let them go for it.
Well, we wish you all the best with the plan. Folks, would you put your hands together for the Jesco Hydraulics King of the Mountains, Joe Chapman. He's very shy, as you can see, to actually have a bit of a conversation with. Well, 2 stages over, a bit of a hard day, 2 stages out there in the one day, Sam.
Yeah, look, this morning was really tough, as we talked about earlier, but yeah, the team rode superbly this afternoon. Like, we had 2 guys out in the break, which is fantastic for us because, you know, it gets the sponsors out there, like, share the road, and that's a really important message that we're really trying to promote. Yeah, and then in the finish, yeah, we rode fantastic as a team all day, and big old Chris Massey, I'm pretty sure he's in trouble with his bike because he may have smashed it because he let it out from 800 to go right to the corner, and nearly got there in the end, but I think I ran second. But yeah, Clint was fantastic today, and yeah, he definitely deserved the win. So yeah, we're really happy with how the tour's going, and yeah, hopefully we can snag a stage win by the end, but yeah, we'll just see.
Well, congratulations and holding on to that green jersey once again, folks. For a Harcourt Sprint Ace green jersey, Samuel Whitmitz of Share the Road. Well, Taylor, another relief to get through another day of the PowerNet Tour, but as some of the guys are starting to suggest already, of course, it's another huge day, the longest stage tomorrow in the tour.
Yeah, no, it is a big day tomorrow, and I got to give all credit to the boys today. We had Jimmy in the break, and our Canadian Cody up there, and Roman, Dion and Dan just kept me sheltered all day, and I had to keep it real easy and look after myself. And coming into Black Mount, I was ready to well, ready to follow anything that wins, so stayed up front and the legs have come right, so let's hope it's all good for tomorrow.
And how was that feeling back in the bunch? Of course, your teammates up ahead, the New Zealand champion, he was sitting in 26th place on GC and they got out to 2 or 3 minutes at one point. There must have been a few nerves in amongst them.
Yeah, we really wanted to see him go all the way to the finish, of course, naturally, and Jimmy's, I think he's fighting the tour a little bit, but no, he sticks at it and he's a determined little bugger, so you can't stop him, and you know, we'll just have to try again.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job, you and the whole entire team, folks. Would you put your hands together? The Cooperative Bank under 23 leader, Taylor Government of Pure Black Racing. We'll come to you. Well, Dave, this is your first PowerNet tour of Southland, so what are your impressions thus far?
It's very windy, I'll give you that much. Yeah, it's been good so far, so none of this snow everyone told us about. Seems to be doing quite well as well, so it's all going quite well.
That's good, good and casual. I'd just like to suggest that last year the snow actually came on the last day. We like to save the best for last.
Interesting, I'm not sure that's the best, but yeah, it will be okay, it's the last day.
You must be pleased though, the way the team is combined together here. They're controlling things extremely well. And another big day today with 2 stages.
Yeah, I think we're right on top of it really, so should be okay I think. Yeah, everyone's riding really well.
And the good news for you, you've just ticked off the list. You don't have to speak again during the week, so now you can pass over to these guys when they come on up. Well done, folks. Would you put your hands together for nodes for Subaru team, the leaders of the Wednesday's classification. It gets broken up quite a bit with the wins and just the distance, of course, and having 2 stages, but it didn't sort of pan out that way today. That would see a bit of a relief for the team.
Yeah, the boys rode really well. I think got a bit of practice in this morning and sorted everything out, and yeah, couldn't really do much more than what they did. Everyone got over the climb and yeah, kept me safe.
Now you made a comment there on your podcast on the Cycling Southland website, the Tour of Southland website, that you don't consider yourself much of a hill climber, but up Bluff you weren't too bad taking out the stage. There's a rather large climb at the end of tomorrow. That's obviously going to be a major part of this tour.
Yeah, well, both days they're always the sort of GC deciding stages, so yep, I'm backing myself climbing at the moment. Somehow found some climbing legs and yeah, see how we go.
Well, we wish you and the team all the best going into another day of this PowerNet Tour. Folks, would you give it up from Node 4 Subaru, the PowerNet Tour leader, Mike Northey.